Aloha, my beautiful souls, and happy full moon in Aries. I'm Love Goddess, your spiritual advisor, healer, and shaman, and I'm here with the weekly energy reading for October 13th through October the 19th. Now, this is going to be an interesting week because we're starting off with a full moon in Aries. So we're starting off releasing things that no longer serve us, no longer is pushing us, no longer is, bringing us that satisfaction that we desire, that pleasure that we desire. We're really going to be letting it go, and that's beautiful. Now, also with it being in Aries, Aries is, ruled by Mars, which is the planet of war. So, be careful. That's all I can say. Make sure you're releasing what you want to release. Make sure that, you're also ready for war. All right, so I want to call on fire, earth, air, water, spirit, and ether. My spirit guides, my angels, my ancestors, my way shores. The Most High within me, the Most High within you, Sahu. I also like to pay homage to Papa Legend, who grants me access into these spiritual realms. All right, what are the energies surrounding my beautiful souls this week? Now, we got that World card that came out in there, and then at the bottom we have the Tower card. So yeah, this week is going to be quite interesting, and I will be doing a part 2 of this reading where I break down each day of the week. Like I said, Aries, the god of war, be ready to fight. Be ready to go to war. But what you're fighting for is you're fighting for your justice. For some of you, you're fighting for your freedom. Fighting for that money, that pentacles, for your throne. We have this death card. Now, it came in reverse. I'm going to leave it reversed. We also have the Hierophant as well as the Page of Pentacles. Now, these came reversed as well, so I'm going to leave these 3 reversed as well. So, this is a beautiful spread that was not really intentional, but very intentional. So, it looks like we have 2 sides to this story. Now, on one side, we have, this justice, fighting for your stability, fighting for your abundance, fighting for, your throne, fighting really to be in a position to where that you can pretty much make things happen. I see where the fight is kind of over, and that you're walking away from the need to fight, or you're walking away from the battle itself. Now, this is where things get a little tricky, because by you walking away from this battle, or not necessarily wanting to face this battle, you are missing out on an opportunity of transformation. You're missing out on an opportunity for you to be reborn again, for you to be fresh again, so you can start and have a new seed, so that you can have, this solid change, this solid commitment. A lot of you guys are literally willing to walk away because you don't want to fight. But like I said, this is this full moon in Aries, so no matter what, we're going to be going through this shift. We're going to be going through this change, and it's because we have these cycles that are ending and that they are beginning. So it's like, with this whole scenario, although you may not want to fight, although you may not want to have to, fight or defend yourself or defend your honor or whatever it is that you're fighting for, you can find little ways to where you don't have to physically fight, or where you don't have to seem as if you're fighting. You can go by little ways, by you're finding the things that are not serving you, and you releasing those things. If it's a certain fight that's going on where it's an issue with confidence, instead of having a head-on battle with yourself over your confidence, just release the lack of confidence and accept more things that can bring you confidence. Because with this World card, things can change. With this Tower card, things can change suddenly, in an instant. Now, on another note, I see Also, walking away from, I'm very drawn to this Five of Swords card because I've definitely seen a battle. So with this other scenario of this story, which is actually quite beautiful, I see, you giving up the fight, but you winning and gaining so much. Because throughout this, although you're not going to go through a full rebirth of death and then, the rebirth, you're still going to be going through a transformation, because it's like now you're in the underworld. Now you're seeing things in a different perspective. Now you see the downside of the manifestation. Now you see the downside. And I shouldn't say the downside, I should say the flip side. Now you're seeing the flip side of your manifestation, of how if you probably were fixed and stuck on one idea of it being a certain way, and you were fighting so that it can manifest a certain way, but when you let go of that and you release it, and then you allow your mind to show you another option, to show you the flip side of what you thought, then some beautiful things can still come about. Some beautiful change can still come about. This could be about, like I said, you freeing yourself and you not, being in this conformity, being in this commitment, because this is not necessarily a commitment to a relationship. This could be a commitment to a partnership or a commitment to some type of business deal, and you may walk away from that and figure out, I'd rather be free. I'd rather be free of commitments. I'd rather be free of confinements. So it's beautiful both ways, you guys. This is a beautiful week both ways. And I swear I can't make this up, you guys. And I'm just now noticing it. Liberation is the card that's on the top. So yeah, we're definitely going to be freeing ourselves. And it's the perfect opportunity to do that with this full moon that we have in Aries, And depending on what side you're going to be in, some people are going to fight to get this change, and some people are not going to fight at all. Some people are going to realize, it's not worth the fight. It's not worth the battle. And that's okay. Either way, I definitely see people walking away towards their happiness, not someone else's happiness. All right, let's get a couple of these. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting week. And I feel like I felt this week last week. As you notice, I didn't do a weekly reading. I had a lot going on. You have to be honest with yourself, and then you have the opportunity to forgive. And it landed on this death card. So even with this, some situations, because I'm telling you, these energies within this card, please book a personal reading. Because for some of you guys, you need to go a little bit deeper. Because for some of you guys, you're thinking a situation is dead. So you're figuring, I shouldn't fight for it because it's dead. And it's not really dead. You have to forgive it. You have to forgive the situation. You have to breathe life back into the situation so that it can be fruitful again, so that it can multiply again, so that it can, become alive again, pretty much. So some situations, some people, some opportunities is going to have to be forgiven, and you're going to be in that perfect space this week, especially with this full moon. I am going to be doing a full moon reading, so definitely stay tuned to that. It might be a different scene because I'm actually about to get on the road and travel again, but I'm going to make sure I have that out for you guys, because this is going to be interesting all the way. A lot of people are going to have to be honest with themselves. Are you really okay from walking away from this? You may pretend like you big and bad and you ain't finna fight for it. It ain't worth it. Are you really ready to lose it? You got radiant moon of compassion. Kuan Yin sits upon a radiant moon of compassion, pouring forth the spiritual strength needed for you to liberate yourself from lower vibrational energies of fear and judgment and shift into a vibration of freedom, love, and peace where you naturally belong. You are being urged to use this power to grow spiritually and free yourself from a situation that would otherwise dim your bright spirit. Yeah, so again, this week we're talking about freedom. I know I believe it was for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, they were channeled freedom. So we definitely need to be freeing ourselves. Okay, so you also have the dance of the butterfly queen. A pure heart attracts divine grace, and that which was impossible becomes possible. From caterpillar to winged creature of delight, you cannot restrain what divine grace ordains, no matter how incredible it may seem to be. Whatever has been troubling you or whatever has been inspiring you, allow grace to infuse the situation or dream so that it may unfold with divine perfection. So yeah, this is kind of going back to this opportunity to forgive. And it's beautiful because, like I said, it landed on the death card. The death is about transformation. Butterflies represent transformation. But it also talks about the transformation that a caterpillar takes to become a butterfly. So, you know, no matter what that caterpillar go through, if you keep pouring love, you keep forgiving it, you know, you're going to blossom into something beautiful. You're going to transform into something beautiful. So you definitely don't give up on yourself because you're not a butterfly yet. You know, you don't give up on a certain opportunity because it's not a butterfly yet. You have to trust your heart. You know, you have to listen to what it is that you want. But don't let it be so much of a battle. You're either going to face this battle or you're going to walk away from it. Now, you also have Sacred River Yangtze. Just as the sacred river flows and changes course, you too are evolving in your divine path. Changes in your flow of energy within you and in the momentum of your unfolding life path are imminent. This is exciting. You are growing and changing, and soon your life circumstances will reflect your inner evolution. So this week, change. 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 Oh, I'm sorry. Change. But that's change too. Change. Fives represent change, so definitely pay attention to your fives. You know, if you're seeing a lot of 555, pay attention to that. Okay, you guys, I'm going to get one more, and then we're going to go into the part 2 so we can break down each day of the week. All right, what last message do we have for my beautiful souls? Okay. So at the bottom, we have feminine law of attraction. So definitely use this opportunity, use what's going on this week to manifest, to attract what it is that you want. And here, the card comes right back out, the power of your voice. Now, this card was channeled in a couple other readings. So this is a perfect opportunity. I feel definitely this entire month is a perfect opportunity for you to use your voice, for you to speak up, you know, no matter what. Now, underneath this Tower card, you also have this Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is about that confidence. So definitely having confidence when you speak. And trust me, I know it's hard, but get you a lapis lazuli, carry it around with you so that you can open up your voice and that you can speak and be more in tune with your voice. Now, you also have this Moon card here that came out, and I'm gonna stop because I keep going. Tune in to part 1, y'all. I mean part 2. This is part 1. Tune in to part 2, you guys, and we're gonna break this down. All right, sending lots of love and healing energy your way. And if you would like to book a personal reading, you can most definitely visit us at www.lovegoddesshealing.org. I'll see you at the top. Bye.